Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our video of Rahu in the 4th house of your D9 Navamsa chart and what happens when Rahu, the north node of the moon, is in the 4th house of your D9 Navamsa chart, which is one of the most important charts in Vedic astrology after your birth chart because it kind of shows the strength of your planets. It shows the mission of the soul. It shows your married life, the second half of life. And if you do not know, if you have Rahu in the 4th house in Navamsa, you know, where it's placed, what sign it's in, and in the birth chart, what nakshatra it's in, all the other astrological details. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Rahu in the 4th house of the Navamsa. Well, one thing we see here is that a person desires. We don't know if they will get it or not because obviously for that you need to have some very good yogas in your chart. But a person desires a big house, wants a big, huge, spacey house. They have this desire to have everything in their house. They want to have a tennis court. They want to have a basketball court. They want a, swimming pool. They want to have like 6 rooms. And the other thing we also see is especially after the second half of life, you will have some unusual experiences within your own dwelling. What do I mean by unusual experiences? And this is not something, well, of course, we don't know which sign it's in your Navamsa, but most of the time it is something that you desire to have. Because remember, Rahu is Bhoga Karaka. Rahu is there to fulfill your desire. He says, what do you want? What do you want, man? You want this? Okay, let me do my best to fulfill this for you. And so with Rahu in the 4th house, one will somehow, some way, will try to have unusual experiences within the home. Like, for example, they could have seances in the home. They could have some tantric prayers in the home to bring about some higher and divine personalities and deities into your home. One may even have alien experiences within the home. The other thing we also see on a more commonality basis is that a person will always like to have foreign objects in the home. Like the furniture has to be from Germany, So if let's say you're in India, you want to have a couch made in Germany, you want to have a table made in Switzerland, you want foreign objects in the home because the thing is, especially if Rahu goes into the fixed sign in Navamsa more than let's say a cardinal sign or dual sign, a person may not be able to move to a foreign faraway place. But that desire is there, that I really want to experience foreign things. And what happens is, because it cannot be fulfilled, although just by this one placement we can say nothing, because most of the time Rahu sends a person to foreign places. But a person will try to get foreign places into its own home, into their own home. But one thing I do see in the birth chart is that if Rahu is in the 4th house, then a person has to move at least 200 to 300 miles away from where they were born for them to receive their bhog, for them to receive their, the food in the home. And then again, I'm not looking at the fact that, what conjunction Rahu might have, what aspects Rahu might have in the Navamsa, because that will easily tilt Rahu's direction in life. Rahu Ketus are sensitive points, especially Rahu. Rahu is this person, this individual that just going straight on a thin wire, wanting to give you what you want. But as soon as something hits it, boom, easily it can fall down on this side. Or if let's say somebody else hits it, it'll fall down on the other side. So it's a sensitive point. One of the things you will see with Rahu is people will have, especially in the middle of their home, a shivling. Usually they'll try to have like a shivling or some sthapana, meaning a grounding of some divine energy in the middle of the home. And especially if you've got Rahu in the 4th house in Navamsa, usually at one point in your life, maybe at the age of 40, you may get a stray cat coming to you. Anytime a cat with the Rahu in the 4th house comes up to you, it's a blessing. It's an indication that you're about to, Rahu is happy with you, and it's about to give you what you want and need. It actually increases your intuition. Now, one difference we do see with Navamsa is that it can differ in a man's horoscope versus a female's horoscope. In a female's horoscope, she would not really enjoy the energy of Rahu as much because it's an outcast energy. It's a wild energy. There's too many adventures, too many surprises, where a woman wants to have a happy, stable home. Because you got to look at a chart from the perspective of a woman. Does a woman want these wild experiences in the home? And most of the time, not. Where a man is like, hey, we're going to have this experience, let's do it. You know, you will have, especially in signs of Venus and Mercury, Rahu will love having a lot of big, huge parties. One wants to celebrate occasions, okay? One wants to celebrate occasions in a big way. Especially after marriage, if you, let's say, have your wedding anniversary, you have your children's birthday, you have this or that, you want to do the big things. Where Ketu will be more like, let's just keep it small, let's keep it private, I don't want to make a too big of a deal here. They'll rather do it outside, with Ketu in the 4th, but with Rahu, they want to have that big setting within the home. And the other thing we also see with Rahu is, I did say about the occult experiences, but the thing is, you will suddenly get interested in occult and mysticism. Either as soon as you get married or especially after 36, you'll suddenly be into hidden knowledge, occult and mysticism. One thing that we do see with Rahu on a negative side is that you don't pay attention to your appearance. You don't pay attention to your health. You don't pay attention to your hygiene. You just wildly, sporadically will just go out and like let's say I'm wearing pajamas. You can just go out in your pajamas to pick up your check at work. Like the sense of appearance kind of gets lost when Rahu is in the 4th house. And fame most definitely can come in, especially once you purchase a home or vehicle. When you purchase a home or vehicle after marriage or in your second half of life, you will see how you get recognized in your company, how you get recognized in your society, on social media. Suddenly kind of like fame happens. However, that's the type of fame that you may not really want. It's when this is too much of a good thing, can turn into a bad. So that's what happens. It's not more so that it's bad. It's just that you will not be able to handle that. It'll be good for the time being, The other thing we also see with Rahu in the 4th house is love for exotic foods. Whether you're a vegetarian or non-veg, love for exotic foods, foreign foods. So let's say if you're a vegetarian and you have been cooking dal and paneer and bhindi and potatoes in your home, now you want to try some vegetarian Chinese cuisine. So you're going to make that in home. Thai cuisine, you want to make that at home. French vegetarian food. You will want to have those experiences in the home. And definitely one of the big things we see is that Rahu will have you put CCTV cameras around the home. You will spy on people coming in your home, going outside in your home. Sometimes inside your home, you'll have CCTV cameras to keep a tab on your children. Okay? So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Rahu in the 4th house of Navamsa chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your Rahu is placed, all the other astrological details for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.